your job. Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads. And thank you very much for joining us again for another fun-filled week of us discussing a movie. If this is your first time watching, welcome. We do record out of our house. Sometimes you'll hear weird dog sounds. Just wanted to let you know that. You can also catch this on our podcast. So once we record it, we usually will air it, and then the next day you'll be able to listen to it on whatever podcasting avenue, is that the right word, that you enjoy.
All of your favorite podcasting directories.
Yes. There you go. And if you want to catch us in other things that we do, so we also do a YouTube channel at the Newlydeads, and you can go to our website and find out all the information about where we're airing all of our shows at thenewlydeads.com. So you can find us there, and there's information about our events that we do. We also are artists, so Joel and I make spooky themed, cutesy, sometimes art things. Like I am a watercolor artist and he is a digital artist mostly. I also dabble a little bit in like wood burning and things like that too.
And I do some painting and mixed media stuff.
Yes, so fun.
And we also have our blogs. I write a movie review blog. She writes a small business review blog, and those are available on our website as well.
If you have a small business that you would like me to review, I would be happy to do that for you, and there's no fee for that. If you do, you can email me at contact@thenewlydeads.com, or if you just have any questions or you want to get in touch with us. Right?
Yep.
But let's get to the movie. So again, if this is your first time watching or listening, we do have 3 criteria. One of them is that the movie needs to be under $5. It needs to be either a horror, thriller, or sci-fi type of movie genre. And it needs to be a movie we've never seen before. And so this week we watched a movie on a 4-film disc called The Shark Collection. The one that we actually watched was called Shark Attack. This was brought to us by Anne. Is this an Anne movie?
I don't remember.
That is a very long pause.
I don't.
I actually have a feeling you bought this.
I honestly don't.
Yeah.
Remember.
So usually we find things kind of out in the wild. But my coworker and friend Anne has very generously gifted us a plethora of films that we've been kind of like working our way through. And so a lot of the ones that she's given to us have multiple things on it.
I think it might still be an Anne movie.
You think it's an Anne thing?
Yeah.
But then Joel also what?
Next week is not.
Next week is not. But yeah, Joel also likes to hand pick things either from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes he gets them at Hidden Treasures was where he got a whole bunch.
Goodwill, Angela's
Goodwill,
Attic,
sometimes like late night flea markets. We'll find things
and
random spots.
From the flea market.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for that one.
Yes.
Someday.
Yes. But this week we're watching Shark Attack. I'm going to read the synopsis. It's not very long because there's 4 different.
They don't have room.
4 different movies on here.
Can't afford it.
Okay. Marine biologist Stephen McRae, aka, or I should say, played by Casper Van Dien, uncovers a plot by a scientist who is experimenting on sharks to find a cure for cancer, resulting in super aggressive killer sharks. Bum, bum, bum.
Shark.
Rated R for some violence and language.
But no nudity.
No nudity. I repeat, no nudity.
Lots of shark topsies.
Lots of shark topsies. Yeah.
That didn't come out quite how I wanted it. It's a combination of the word shark and autopsies.
Sharkatopsy.
Sharkatopsy. Or, yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
There's a lot of sharks being taken apart.
Yeah, and we're hoping that they
Yeah.
were not real. I don't think they were.
We couldn't make a determination one way or the other.
Yeah,
But
better
we
not be.
Find it hard to believe that in 1999 they were still having atrocities with sharks. I don't think so.
I hope not.
They didn't have a big enough budget to fight with lawyers.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Wait, is it coming?
So, yeah, I think it's time to watch the trailer. And the trailer, in the normal fashion of it being a boat, it's going to be a ski jet or jet ski.
Jet ski?
I always call them a ski jet.
Ski jet?
A jet ski. It's going to be a jet ski with a foghorn. Excuse me. Oh, man. Choking myself up here. So it's coming from that direction. Okay. All right. So we're going to play the trailer for you so you can take a little peek at Shark Attack, and we'll be right back.
In an island paradise, doctors search to find a cure for cancer, and the deadliest creature in the sea could hold the key.
Isn't Stephen McRae, Mr. Big Time Shark Expert?
You know sharks have incredible immune systems, completely resilient to any form of disease.
But the experiment has gone too far.
I've never seen a metabolic rate that high. Its brain is fried. It must have reverted back to primal instinct. This thing thinks it's always hungry.
We found something strange in the blood.
A hormone.
It's a synthetic growth hormone.
12 confirmed shark attacks in 3 months.
They're out of control, Steven.
Now a relentless killer is more deadly than ever. And only one man can stop the terror.
I want to get a close look at these sharks.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, I'll be careful.
How do you think the hormone's getting into the shark?
Somebody's going through an awful lot of trouble to attract sharks to that lagoon.
You, of all people, should appreciate what I'm trying to do.
I want to stop you from playing God.
Technically, you were trespassing.
You're always missing the point.
The more sharks, the less people.
Casper Van Dien, Ernie Hudson, in a terrifying journey straight into the jaws of hell. Shark Attack.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the trailer. Our Alexa is like talking to us. That's really funny.
I don't even know how she figured out how to talk to us. We didn't say anything.
All I said was welcome back.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed the trailer. I'm sure there were some fart noises.
Maybe.
He likes to put farts in there.
They're
Sometimes it's a
easy.
lot.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid that when he plays a fart noise, you're going to think that we're actually farting sometimes. Like that. I'm sure there was a fart that came out there. Not an actual. He is a farty person, though. I'm just busting you out. All right. Read your notes.
So whenever we watch a movie, sometimes she takes notes. I always take notes so I can give us a little guidance along our
I did
journey.
take notes, didn't I?
You did.
Where did they go?
I don't know. I gave them to you, and then I don't know where they went.
No, I said put them over here.
Oh. I know.
We're going to pause and we'll be right back. Back.
So sometimes she takes notes. I always take notes to give us a little guidance through these murky waters, as it were. These shark-infested waters of the story. So I also draw pictures, which in this case I drew a bunch of little pictures that I'm not real proud of, but here they are.
They're cute.
So I drew a shark fin, and I drew
drippy nose.
Drippy nose, and I wrote nasal. I don't remember why. Oh, because Casper Van Dien is
It's
very,
nasally.
very nasally.
What does that say? Super?
This Casper.
Oh, Casper.
This
You
is
drew
a
Casper Van Dien.
Sharknado. I drew a little unhappy face.
Yep. And then I see there's a...
And I drew what's supposed to be like a shark, but he kind of looks like that shark in the Hanna-Barbera
He does look like that. That's exactly what I thought you were going for.
Or like Charlie Tuna.
Yeah, a little bit.
But he's supposed to be a cute shark, and you just said, hi. That's all I see. He said, hi.
I drew something, and you might be able to see this because it's pretty big.
Yeah.
It says it's a me attack. And then there's a little fish saying, oh no. And then there's a chum bucket.
Just like on SpongeBob SquarePants.
A bucket of chum.
Which my wife has SpongeBob SquarePants shoes.
I do.
He's
Maybe
the
I'll wear
eternal
them.
optimist.
Maybe I'll wear them someday and you can see them. They're very cute.
I love SpongeBob.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so Shark Attack is from 1999, currently sitting at 3.4 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. My Home Away from Home. So this was directed by Bob Misiorowski. Misiorowski. It's hard to say. Who also is known for the films Blink of an Eye.
Just one eye.
Oh, that's more of a wink of an eye. Panic, Not at the Disco, and not the one with William H. Macy. And a movie called Derailed.
I thought you said derailed.
Derailed.
Like
it's a different kind of movie. This was written by two blokes. The first one's name is Scott Devine, who is known for Shark Attack 2, Shark Attack 3, Megalodon, and something called Space Travel is Groovy, with an exclamation point.
It is groovy.
Markiplier seems to think it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
This was also written by William Hook. That is Hooke. I guess it could be Hooky or Hookah. Who is also known for Shark Attack 2, Shark Attack 3, Megalodon, and The Making of Spy Game. Which, Spy Game, I believe, is a movie, and they did the making of it, maybe? I don't know. I'll put it up here. I could be wrong. I remember I wrote it in there because there was something I wanted to say about it, and I don't know what that was. So the stars won Casper Van Dien, the very fancy-haired dude in the movie, who was known for the Omega Code, which is one of the multiple reiterations of the Omega Man. I believe, maybe, I want to say it's a version of it. I don't remember, though. Skeleton Man, which looks like a Hollow Man kind of ripoff.
Skeleton Man.
Casper Van Dien is Skeleton Man. And he was in Dracula 3000, which sounds probably cooler than it was. I don't have anything against Casper Van Dien. I didn't mention his biggest role, which is the reason I know Casper Van Dien. But if you know, you know. This also stars one Ernie Hudson in his scenery-chewing finest, who is known for a little movie that came out one summer that just kind of gone in a flash called Ghostbusters. I don't know if anybody saw it. You may have seen it, maybe. I don't know.
Ghostbusters?
And then this action movie that kind of was, I think, a direct-to-video thing. The Crow, I think is what it was called. It was just
some little indie film.
Yeah, no sequels or nothing. It just kind of came and went. And he was in Hood of Horror. He actually did a few different horror movies, I want to say, but that one is, I believe, an anthology, kind of like Tales from the Hood. I think it was also another spin-off of like a spoof. Not spoof. It wasn't funny necessarily. I mean, it was kind of funny, but kind of like Tales from the Crypt. But anyway, that is all I'm going to talk about as far as that goes. So at this point, my lovely wife turns to me and says,
"What did you think?"
And now we get into the real meat and potatoes of this show.
We don't eat meat anymore.
No, so
it's just the potato and the potatoes of the show.
It's just the fake meat and potatoes. It's the beef and potatoes.
The beef.
Beef. So the first thing I wrote, because this must have been, I don't know how early on this was in Casper Van Dien's career, but he was very wooden and very phone it in kind of thing going on. Like he was there, but he wasn't really there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote, look at him go, he's acting. Because that's what I felt like. They wound him up and he just kind of was.
Look at him go.
I wrote the word nasal and I drew the nose because he was very nasally in this. And he always has kind of a nasally tone. I sound like Squidward kind of at the moment. SpongeBob. Meh.
A lot of SpongeBob in here. It is an underwater movie.
True. But yeah, he's very nasally. It was an odd thing that in 1999, I mean, smoking was still kind of a thing. It's kind of now went to vaping and then kind of now is just very, like, not very many people seem to smoke anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But in this movie, they were smoking in the boys' lab. Like, they were in the lab with the shark stuff, just puffing away. Only 2 characters were smoking, but they were smoking a lot. and not because they were on fire.
And Joel was really smart because I was like, that guy's smoking inside. And then Joel said, usually if you're smoking, you're a bad guy.
Especially at this point in time.
And then I was like, but he's a scientist. And then I forgot what the synopsis was. And I was like, oh, yeah. After I just reread it, he was the scientist.
But if you go back to like the 40s and the 50s, you know, and everybody's smoking, you couldn't make that assumption.
Everybody was bad.
It was probably the guy with the twirly mustache that was, you know, the bad.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But the further it got away from
or the one with
being
beatnik hat or something.
The beatnik, like a bowler, you mean?
No, a beatnik.
A bowler hat?
No, it's like many, like, you know.
Why do you have a beatnik?
Oh, that would be like in the 60s.
Oh, why were the beatniks bad?
Because they were like hippies, you know.
Oh, right.
Smoking their doobies.
Doobie Brothers.
Doobie Brothers.
So yeah, like the later it got, and the more smoking became less socially acceptable, the more often that the smoker was the bad character. And then I wrote them as the bad guys. Check out the shades, because you know that's another cue. They're smoking and they have sunglasses on.
Like that's a complete giveaway. I'm sure it was super easy for cops to like catch bad guys back in the 90s.
It was because if they were shady, you knew they were being shady.
Nice.
Like Slim Shady.
Nice. No.
So then we kind of got to the actual plot of the movie. So basically you've got Casper Van Dien's character is going to Africa to help his buddy with his shark experiments, or to find the guy because there's sharks attacks happening or something. He's trying to figure out why the sharks are attacking or something.
Yeah, because somebody came to him and said, we found this arm with this watch in shark belly. And he was like, I'm going to go find it.
A great deadwood mystery.
Them. And then he found out that, you know, it was his friend that was dead.
And so then it led to this question of why was there so much shark violence? Because, you know, nothing was said early on as far as like kind of what was happening. Like, they're on the dock and the locals don't like, you know, the Americans to be around there. And this kid is just sitting in the bay, you know, next to the big boats in a little like kayak. And he's not going anywhere. He's just going like this. And he's just rowing to nowhere, like the song by the Talking Heads. He's just kind of rowing
to nowhere.
And all of a sudden you hear, ah, and he's being attacked by a shark.
It like bit his boat.
Yeah, it bit his butt.
His dinghy.
It bit his dinghy. Oh.
Anyway, his dinghy.
And so they all have to save him, and then that makes Casper Van Dien like friendly with the locals. But it's like anytime anybody goes in the water, it doesn't matter if they're going for a swim, if they're, you know, rinsing off their shoes, they got sand in it, if they're kayaking, you know, to nowhere because they're a dumb kid who apparently doesn't have anything better to do, their sharks immediately attack them like that. And so it kind of becomes almost comical how shark infested the waters are. But what you learn as you get further into it is that is part of the problem is that they're trying to deal with, because something is causing all the sharks to be hungry all the time and perpetually like on the attack.
There was a lot of sharks like in like lakes. It was like lakes and rivers they were in. It wasn't even the ocean.
Like in general, or just in
like
the movie?
In that movie.
Oh.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
are there a lot of sharks in lakes?
Not unless they're transported there, I don't think.
Maybe if it's a salty lake?
Because I mean, there are freshwater sharks, but I don't know how many,
true.
And I don't know which ones.
Yeah, it was weird.
Most people, when they think of shark, you think of a great white or like a hammerhead.
I think of ocean sharks.
But like, you know, like a tiger shark or a mako or a, you know.
They were calling like black tip shark or something like that.
Sharks and things like that. Yeah, they did say black tip. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And so it's a strange premise. And needless to say, on this collection, we have part 2 and 3, which I don't know how they really make a sequel. I mean, I know because I read part of the plot on the second one, because I'm like, how did they make this a sequel?
Yeah.
I usually don't like to read the plot, but I was really curious, and I see what they're trying to do. But this movie was made, I believe, for HBO. If I remember correctly, it's not a sci-fi original. There's a lot of swearing. There's a lot of violence. And unfortunately, the acting in it by everybody involved, even Ernie Hudson, is subpar.
I said it was cheesy.
Yep.
I said bad guy smokes. I said twists with lots of bad guys. Silly 90s movie.
Very much.
Not really about sharks.
No.
Not a horror movie.
No. Yeah, it just was. It was one of those movies where it kind of. I wrote here. This movie is moving forward at an I don't care rate of speed. Like
it was a little lengthy. Like I started like losing interest in it. So when I start losing interest in it, then I didn't fall asleep.
Nope.
But I lost interest in it. So I started doing other things, which means that I start to like not remember parts of it because I'm just like, it's kind of whatever.
And as she's mentioned on the show, if you're familiar with this at all, I like shark movies. I'm a fan of shark films. And even that didn't hold my interest because it was less about sharks and more about like shark autopsies, car explosions, no shark explosions.
The bad guy of the scientist.
Yeah, like just chewing the scenery and just kind of trying to be smarmy and like you don't know who they are, like you don't know that they're the bad guy or something. There's like a big shootout at the end that's really like over the top and violent, and even that's not exciting. There's no sharks that are shooting. Like if the sharks were shooting at each other, that would have been really
It'd be
fun.
Amazing.
But I mean, even Ernie Hudson, who makes you fart big time, was,
he makes you fart big time?
Couldn't hold it together. The Crow, when he's sitting with Sarah and he's like you want onions on
they
there?
Make you fart big time.
They make you fart big time. And he's right.
Maybe that's why you're farty.
Because I love onions and I eat them all the time. No, it's just because I'm
farty.
I'm just it's biological. It's just my so yeah, I don't know how they did it, but they made a shark movie uninteresting. And I'm honestly not looking forward to the sequels because at some point we're going to continue with this set. And that means part 2 and part 3 are in the pipeline. And I'm hoping that they get better, but I have a feeling that, and the 4th shark movie on here apparently is not tied to it. It's a different shark movie.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's Shark Zone. Get in the zone, Sharkle Zone.
Weird, they're just like throwing that in there.
Well, they wanted 4 movies. They've made the cover art, and then they're like, "What 4 movies can we get?" Oh, get Shark 1, 2, and 3, and then like,
crap.
We didn't plan that. That's just how we are.
Crap.
So I mean, ultimately, but I don't know that I have anything else to say other than.
Yeah. So what would you give it out of buckets of chum?
Yeah. See, we almost said it again. Well.
Actually, I just said chum. I didn't say buckets of chum. I literally said out of chum.
Because there was a lot of sharks that were shark violence, and I feel bad for the sharks. I'll give it a 0.25 out of 5 because I feel bad for the sharks, and I hope none of them were actually hurt.
I gave it a 0.
But wow, this was not
sad.
It's an unfortunate thing.
At least it's not a negative.
No, at least it's above board.
We had a negative 10 before, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the worst of all time. But it's, they could have, they had so much potential with the people involved and the premise and everything, and they just like
screwed the pooch.
It away.
Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying. Gross. What? Yeah, where did that saying come from? Okay, so if they don't want to watch this, what should they watch, Joel?
Any other shark movie, especially Sharknado. No, I'm going to recommend something I haven't recommended before because that's what I always try and strive for, but something that has nothing to do with the plot of this movie, but it's an example of what I consider a good shark film. I'm going with 2003's Open Water, starring the lovely Blanchard Ryan, which was a low-budget film shot on like SVHS kind of thing with basically 2 leads out on the open water floating for the entire hour and a half of the movie.
Yep.
Because they are on their like honeymoon, I believe, and they go out on this boat, or they're going to get married. I forget. They're a couple, but they're out and they're like a couple that's in trouble, like they're struggling or something. Anyway, they go out on a boat. They're doing their dive, and then the boat miscounts and leaves them behind, and then they have no way to get back, and
they're stuck in a cove.
They're stuck out in the middle of water. Nope, there's no ground or.
I thought they were in the cove.
Nope, You're thinking of the Blake Lively film.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It's on the shelf as well, which is also a really good shark movie.
Yeah.
I'll save that one for another day. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
I'll put it here. But anyway, yeah, they're stuck out in the water with nowhere to like. They're just pedaling water.
Oh, that's
and then all of a sudden a shark shows up, and because one of them is injured, and then it just kind of goes in there. It's a terrifying concept because it's like my worst nightmare. And they made sequels that are okay. The second one is okay. The third one, anyway. So,
that would be terrifying.
Open water, yeah. Being stuck out in the middle of nowhere with nothing but like one life inner tube thing, whatever you call it, life preserver.
That sounds terrifying.
Thing, and that's it. It is. It's scary. I think there's a
chills.
I feel like there's something. Or no, maybe it's just their life vests is the only thing they have. Anyway.
It's like that one movie where she's up on the pole, you know?
Fall?
Yeah, Fall.
It's kind of like Fall, but without the fall.
But in the water.
There's no animals.
But it's in the water. Yes, there are.
What's there?
There's like birds and stuff that were attacking them.
Was there birds?
Yeah. They got hurt up there, remember?
Yeah, was there like a vulture or something? Like
yeah,
that?
they kept trying to eat her.
Yeah.
Yep.
That movie's also terrifying.
Oh my god. Okay, so what are we watching next week?
From the big box of fun.
Oh, I'm gonna blow this up.
From the big box of fun. This is not an Anne movie for once.
For once. Yeah, because I can't blow this up. I'm gonna gently put this away.
Enjoy. Okay.
Shimmer.
From 2021.
Shimmer.
Wow.
A light so bright it kills on sight. You chose this?
Yeah, it looked like it would be something different.
Are you afraid of the light?
No.
All right. Forensic scientist Dr. Thea Kate is called to a bizarre crime scene by baffled detective Kurt Glass. What she thought was the scene of a murder turns out to be something more terrifying. The body of the victim is devoid of all moisture and looks like broken glass. The victim's widow claims the killer is in the light. Soon, deaths are stacking up and the pressure is on for Dr. Thea Kate to unearth the truth. It becomes apparent that the true hunter is shimmering in the light.
Sounds like a horror movie to me.
Yeah, it's creepy. It looks like maybe an insect kind of thing.
And I also looked at the cover. I didn't look because I never like to know too much. I just like to make sure that it's something that falls in the criteria.
It's like a deer in headlight kind of thing.
I don't know. But the guy on the cover looked like Frank Grillo. It's not Frank Grillo. I love Frank Grillo. It's only Frank Grillo if you'd like to
be your friend.
Be my friend.
She looks familiar.
She looks like she has a gun.
I think I know her from something.
She lives down the street.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's kind of how I ended up picking that one. So it's a nice change of pace.
All right.
But it's pretty modern.
I'm excited about that.
Ooh, that's a bad sign.
Oh, yeah.
When I get excited, I usually end up being disappointed.
All right. Well, that's all for our show today. We always want to thank you for watching. And until next time,
keep it cheap and creepy.
Bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going?
We're gonna finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Cigarette. 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 Cigarettes. Cigarette.
Hi.